Artsy Friends, Dietz here to share with you how to use Pebeo's new Bio-Resin 2-part epoxy. And I'm going to be showing you how to make some super cool crystals in these silicone molds. Now I'm going to pop up with a video that I made on how to make those molds with Pebeo's Siligum, but look at how cool those crystals are, and I'm even going to show you how to put some glitter in them. So I'm going to show you color, I'm going to show you glitter. Let's get started. So Pebeo is a 2-part resin where we have a resin A and a hardener B, and here we're going to work with the hardener B, putting in 15 milliliters, that's half of the size of that little cup that I have there, of the hardener into a plastic cup. Now I'm using a throwaway plastic cup, and I'm making sure that I use a stick to get out all of the hardener that's in that little cup. Now I'm going to put the hardener cup aside and use a separate cup for the resin. So here's the resin part A, and I'm going to use twice as much because Pebeo's formula is 1 part hardener to 2 parts resin. So there's 30 milliliters of resin going in there. And I'm going to keep that resin cup separated from the hardener cup. So here I am clearing it out, making sure that I get all of it out of there that I can. And I'm keeping those 2 cups separated, 1 for hardener, 1 for resin, in case later I may have to mix up some more. So here you're going to mix up the 2 parts for up to 60 seconds. And if you're doing a full cup, you're going to need to pour it into a second cup in order to be sure that the bottom becomes the top and you get that all mixed up. And there you go. There's a nice clear one that we're going to start putting some color into. Here we have Casting Craft, and it comes in little bottles. And then Pebeo has a vitrail and a ceramic oil-based that you can put into it. And here Resin Obsession has transparent, this one's a transparent blue and a transparent red, and they also have opaque. So here we're going to combine to create a custom color. We're going to use a drop of blue, that's the transparent blue, and then a drop of Resin Obsession red, again transparent, and we're looking to get a nice purple or lavender color out of that. Well, there you go, it's 2 blue, so I'm going to add 1 more drop of the red and we'll see if we can get the purple that I'm looking for. And make sure that you don't exceed more than 10% colorant to your resin. There we go, there's the beautiful purple, and it's transparent because those 2 were transparent. If I had put the ceramic in from Pebeo, it's an opaque, and it would have made that opaque. Now the work time on that is about 45 minutes of the resin, so you want to be sure you get it used up within that time. And I'm wiping off the stick because you can set it aside and reuse that again. Now I'm using a dropper from Pebeo to suck up some of that resin and then deposit it into the silicone mold. Just like that. Now, I'm going to show you how I put some glitter into one of the molds. You can either sprinkle it directly into the mold with your fingers, you can shake it in, or you can literally put it right into your resin. Either way will work. Again, I love to take the pipette when I'm pouring into one of these really complicated or detailed silicone molds, because pouring in it could just get really messy, but using the pipette I can get the resin exactly where I need it. Perfect. Now when you're finished putting the resin into the molds, you may find a few bubbles. If you do, just use a toothpick, or you can also use a torch and run over that silicone real quick and get out the bubbles, but these don't have any bubbles in them. Now you can clean and reuse that pipette many times by using some acetone. You don't want to use that acetone though in that cup, because the bottom of the cup can come right out. So you want to use a hard plastic cup with the acetone, or a glass cup. Here I'm putting a little bit of acetone in there, and then I'm going to suck up that acetone into the pipette. Now notice I'm putting my finger over the end. You definitely want to put your finger over the end of that before you lift it up, otherwise you're going to get acetone squirting all over your studio. Not good. And then I'm squeezing it in and out a couple of times, wiping it off. And now that is ready to be used again. I just put it up in a cup like that, set it aside, and throw away the mixing cup. Now, after 24 hours, these items will be hard. So you can take your silicone molds and just flex them, and then the resin just comes right out. Look at that. It's just so satisfying. And these are the angel wings. And then you can see the glitter on top that I had put in the mold. It just makes them so shimmery, and that purple is beautiful along with the red and the blue. The crystals mold, you want to flex it a little bit in order to loosen up those crystals, then turn it over and whack it. Give it a good go, and those crystals will then pop right out. And here you go. These are the crystals that are going to be used as the colored or white crystals for a mixed media geode painting. Oh, they're so glittery, because in that batch I did put glitter. Now, folks have asked me, can you put alcohol ink into color resin? And you absolutely, yes, you can. There are two ways to do that. Here I've used clear resin, and then while the resin's still wet, I'm putting alcohol ink on the back of it to get the color. And once it dries, you can see, you pull it out, the color's on the back, but because it's transparent, you can see through it, and the glitter really shimmers because it's clear on top. Now, the second way is that you can mix the alcohol ink in with it directly, but then the colors will be kind of pale. Now, look at this one, how cool it is. See the white there, and then when you turn it, boom, you get the color. That's so cool. All right, and with the pipette that's now dry, you may have to remove little bits from the end of the dropper, and then it's ready to reuse. Thanks for watching.